All right, we ready to start this shit and knock the cobwebs off and remember what the fuck life is?
Nope, hell no.
Wonderful. All right.
The whole point of this game is to not remember how life is. Hello?
Great. Who wants to roll a recap?
All right. The party arrived at Vallaki at nightfall and settled into the Blue Water Inn, where they encountered a flamboyant storyteller, Rictavio, a carnival ringleader who had been waiting 2 months for his troupe to arrive. Jinx paid for unlimited lodging with a platinum piece and demonstrated his unusual nature by consuming food and wine through his opened face. Explaining he processed items as data rather than experiencing taste. When challenged by hunters to prove his craftsmanship, Jinx forged a crude but razor-sharp knife in 15 minutes at the bar, impressing the patrons. Savath detected multiple magic items on Rictavio, which is not accurate. It was Jinx, because I'm the one that cast Detect Magic.
It sounds like the fuck I did.
Including an illusion-enchanted hat, warning the party to watch the eccentric performer. The hunters, Yevgeny and Zoldar, shared valuable information about Barovia's dangers, including deadly twig blights, a mysterious hut with bird legs, and warnings about the Baron's henchman, Izek.
Isaac.
Isaac?
Okay. Yeah, it's yeah.
Just wanted to see how we agreed to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Where was I? Who possessed a devil's arm? Erwin, the innkeeper, explained the town's mandatory weekly festivals, which Baron Vargas Valakovich believed protected Vallaki from Strahd, though Erwin dismissed the Baron as a pompous, corrupt aristocrat. The next morning, Jinx startled Rictavio in the hallway, causing him to drop his horse feed that Jinx caught with surprising grace. After a complimentary breakfast, Jinx visited the blacksmith Gentry to arrange silver inlays on his detachable hands, offering to upgrade the forge in exchange for allowing his finished work to be displayed at the upcoming festival of the Burning Sun. Jinx also secured a future project with Erwin to inspect and upgrade the inn's well with a drainage system. The party then headed to Blinsky's toy store, where they found the dark shop filled with macabre, hand-carved toys, including skeleton carousels and voodoo dolls. Blinsky greeted them wearing a purple velvet gown and accompanied by his mischievous monkey Piccolo, prompting Jinx to immediately secure his belongings. And that's where we ended.
That is the short and sweet of it. Anybody have anything else to add that might have sparked memory of before we get into this?
I don't think so, no. I know the one of the last things we had discussed was figuring out what the purple light is in the Baron's attic. That seemed to be high priority, at least that day. I still personally am very interested in going and figuring that out. I know we need to go outside of town and talk to the what are they called? The Wanderers, the Nomads. Thank you, Vistani. We need to go out and talk to them because the little girl that we need to get something to is out there, and I think we could probably probe for information while we're there for the Baron and his attic, and patrols or accesses or traps or whatever else we can figure out about the house.
Yeah, we gotta get the doll for the Vallaki.
Yeah,
that's why we went to Blinsky shop first.
Why we're here.
Yeah, so what you all have on the table, just to refresh, correct. You guys are currently at Blinksy's. We're going to do that. And then you guys are kind of at a crossroad where, you've got the mansion stuff going on. You've got to take the doll out to the Vistani camp. And then, what else was there? Meet back up with Ireena.
Yeah, we got to talk to them. We haven't talked to him really since we've been here.
Yeah. I know you guys are taking notes and everything, but I also know that we've been away for a month, and I'm starting to shotgun a lot of different story arcs at you guys, so I just want to make sure you guys remember the core of what we have going on right now.
Yeah, because essentially Crest is still on our tasks of things to do or to look at anyway. So
Right. Yeah. And then on the greater scale, you all also had, well, that was 2 sessions ago, never mind, when you all ran into the old lady with the pies next to the windmill. And then you got the wine stuff way out to the west that we've heard about as well. I believe those are the main story arcs that you all have been kind of thrown out so far.
well, that and the silver dragon people.
Yeah. So we've got to investigate the fake Burgomaster letter. So think that it's back burner, but still something we have to do. We have to investigate the ancient medallion that we have. The one that Jinx is carrying with the eye in the middle of it, the sun shape that we got at the very beginning.
Yep.
We got to find Gertruda. At some point, if we want to, we can go back to the Durst house and try to finish that properly if you all want, but that's probably down the road if we're ever over there again. We do have to go around and check out the landmarks that we saw. Like he said, the wine shipments, we got to talk. We've already taken our Ireena to Vallaki, but we do have to meet up with her. I think that's it. That's all I have written down.
You guys have the broken medallion.
Yes, we also have the silver dragon.
Gold to the touch.
Yeah.
Which you all found from that tower, that guard tower. And that was kind of piecemealed together with that revenant that you all had talked to on the bridge on your way. Yeah, just to kind of pull everything back in for you guys.
It doesn't help that I missed the session before our last one. You know what I mean? Like that's got me a little fucked up.
Yeah. But yes.
Don't remember that.
DJ didn't jump into the session until about halfway through.
Yeah, he was there, but he was late.
Well, he showed up for the combat. That's what it was.
Yeah,
He had just arrived when we got to combat.
It was when we were fighting the wolves.
I showed up as you were talking to the Revenant on the bridge. I was there.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You all had just walked in to Blinky's, where you all were met with a very, very eccentric, excited man. If you all look in photo references, I'm sure you can figure out who Blinsky is. The building is the actual store that you're at now, and then obviously a bunch of the toys and Blinsky himself. As he kind of welcomes you all in, says that, welcome. What can I do you for?
We're here to purchase a doll for.
What? You come to the right place. As you look around, anything in particular?
That's what we were trying to find. I couldn't find it. We were looking for just, I guess, a doll. I don't know how old the child is, but it is her birthday soon, and we were asked to buy a doll for
her. As you say that, he very quickly snaps, and the monkey hops off his shoulder and says that Piccolo 3. The monkey kind of like screeches for a second and like runs off to the back. Says I have a couple different options. Is this a small child, or are we talking more of approaching the end of adolescence?
We assume pre-adolescence.
Okay. He looks over and kind of reaches under the back of the counter and pulls up a doll that you all have seen in the very beginning of this. It's that same like voodoo doll that Thorn was holding. Pulls it out and says, this was my first creation ever. Been #1 seller for at least the last 30 years. Most children, upon getting born, are gifted one of these. They become quite popular.
Jinx from the back raises his hand and kind of pokes his head around to whoever he's standing behind and says, the little girl's 10.
Oh. Well, this would work, but I'm sure she's probably had one like that before. About the time you all hear from the back a couple like crashing sounds, and you hear a monkey start to screech. And Blinsky kind of like looks back real quick. Goes, I'm terribly sorry. I'm sure he's not breaking too much. He's not exactly one for. Well, he's just careless. I don't have any other way to put it. One of the weirdest gifts I've ever been given. Well, in the meantime, please feel free to look around. Each one of these have been designed and hand built by me. I'm quite proud of this. And he pulls up. This carousel, like a wooden carousel, but the horses are made of bone. Like, it looks like someone took like finger bones and different bones, like from chickens and stuff. And this whole thing is made of nothing but like waterlogged, like almost sandwood, and bone. That's definitely not probably what you're looking for. I also have this, and he pulls this crow out that has like a wooden crank on the back of it. And this is a taxidermied crow. And it's like, there's like little like ducks we used to get at like Easter and stuff. You'd like spin the back of them and they just kind of like tick, 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 forward. It does that, only this thing lets out, instead of like that tick, it's just this like obnoxious call that a crow would actually make. And as it goes, he kind of laughs and he goes, I was able to preserve its vocal cords and, well, I hooked the mechanism right up to it, so it's quite lifelike. Oh boy. And if nothing else, he pulls out this vampire doll that looks very much like a certain man that you all have encountered. And he goes, this is not a bestseller, but the kids of Ravenloft actually like it. Nobody else really wants it, and to be honest with you, if it wasn't for the man himself, and he kind of pauses as he says that, I honestly wouldn't make it. Nobody in all of the land wants this outside of those walls. Monkey comes. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you say kids of Ravenloft. What kids?
So he the Count himself has multiple servants, multiple wives, and he does have what some would call children. Not necessarily his, but they are. If that makes any sense. I personally don't know too much about it. I haven't met any of them, and I have no desire to go up the cobble path to even see the castle itself. From what I've heard, it's a quite a nice place. Can be quite confusing. I've heard the walls themselves can shift, forever making it a labyrinth inside. I don't necessarily believe that, because the mechanics behind that would be way too complex. I can't even start to fathom. And like as he says that, you all kind of look at like he peers behind you all to where Jinx is, and is like,
Jinx shifts the other direction to continue trying to hide behind whoever else. Probably Torvin, the biggest one in the group.
This is quite rare too. Please, you, sir, And you all are doing like this dance now, to where like he's just trying to.
But as he's trying to like look around me, I'm slowly continue facing him. So my whole body's still blocking things.
My apologies. It's okay. You're probably shy. We just don't see automatons around here very often. A matter of fact, I only know of one other. What is your name?
As soon as he says one other, Jinx's head pops right up over toward his shoulder and looks right at him.
What you mean?
I'm Jinx.
And where would you be from, Mr. Jinx?
I don't really know.
Well, I guess that is a plausible answer. I guess none of us really know where we're from.
No, I mean literally, I don't know where I come from. As in the location. I am not aware of where I was created.
You do not know your creator.
I have memories back about 30 years, maybe. Nothing past that. Or what you would call memories.
Fascinating.
Jinx steps out from behind Torin and says, "Who's this other automaton you know of?"
His name, give me 1 second. Okay. You all aren't supposed to know yet. As you have to use, well, to be honest, I'm not quite sure of his name, but the creation of this clockwork individual actually is what sparked my entire creative process to even begin making these toys. And he kind of takes a second and like points to the wall next to him, like behind the counter, and there's a poster of this super like sunken face fucking white old guy with like a pin hair mustache that comes out, like, no lie, like 3 fucking feet on each fucking side. Dude looks batshit fucking crazy, right? And as he points to him, he goes, honestly, I can thank him. And he kind of looks at you all like you all should know exactly who he is. Like he's like doing one of these. Oh,
Yeah, Jinx just does like the eye shift up and down.
Yeah,
there's like a whole moment of just silent staring. Like,
and during that moment, you can hear like the monkey in the back, a little bit of crashing still happening. And he goes, well, I guess it's not that important to everybody. But he is a legend to toy makers. His name is Fritz von Verg. You all don't need to write that down. You can if you want. It's Fritz, Fritz, von, Von, Weerg.
Berg.
And it does just so happen that arguably, not actually, you can't even argue it. His greatest invention was sadly lost to the ages. A clockwork man. Rumors also have it that he resides in the castle. And by he, I mean the clockwork individual. Sadly, Mr. Verg died years ago. Before Strahd created this.
be a dick. Like, what year is it? One thing I forgot. I'm gonna find that answer, bro.
I was going to ask it myself, so.
But he's like, well, enough of that right now. Give me 1 moment and let me see the damage in the back real quick. I'll be right back. He goes in the back, and you hear him start just hooting and hollering at Piccolo. And you hear him just start to say, like, put the hammer down. What are you doing with the saw? And this monkey's just fucking screeching every 2 fucking seconds and crashing and banging. And about a minute of this, a monkey comes busting out of the back room carrying 2 dolls. And you can hear, well, Piccolo jumps up on the counter. Puts them both puts them both down, and then kind of like hops up on this bird perch, like one of those old like wooden stands, right, where like a raven or something could perch on. There's nothing on it; it's just the actual perch itself. He goes up and sits on it, and just kind of like sits there like this. And if any of you are watching, like this monkey just keeps like looking at you all, like eyeing up what you got on you. From back, you hear Blinksy's voice start to get louder. I blasted fucking monkey! I asked you to do one thing, not destroy the whole fucking back, you fucking loon. And he like looks at the monkey and just flicks him off, and the monkey just like straight just like, and then just goes back to being normal. Yeah.
Your mic did not want to pick that up at all.
Yeah, I figured. It's like
Great
the angry
face, though.
monkey. It's
Great
like the
face,
angry monkey from fucking what was that, Family Guy or what? Yeah. But in front of you are 2 dolls. The one is a more mature, I guess a little more elegant version of like the traditional Blinksy doll. Instead of like the fucking Rugrats fucking crazy hair that Angelica's doll had, it's actually like flowing hair. Its eyes are made of bone, and as you can tell, as he picks this thing up, he goes into great detail about how the hair was ethically sourced, and it's real hair, and the actual leather itself comes from hide, and he leaves it at that. He pauses and says hide. The eyes are hand carved and painted out of bone. It's a beautiful doll to him. To you all, this is a creepy fucking thing, but compared to everything else in the shop, it checks the block.
I can't wait for it to turn out as human hide. That's why you guys good hair.
The second doll is another female doll. Everybody give me perception.
What are we giving you?
Perception.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear
I
that.
thought
I didn't hear it
you
either.
checking to see what the fucking roll was for.
Oh, my bad, boys.
Ted, I heard you. I don't know what they heard.
9 for me.
22.
That's a
Jinx
12.
is too busy gripping his bag of holding and staring at
Yeah.
the monkey so he doesn't take it.
Yep.
Yes, I am definitely on guard for a monkey. He's snatching shit.
Sweet.
I
Bored.
woke up.
As he's explaining and like going over this first doll, this other doll catches your eye in particular, and as you're looking at it, it's a very elegant, beautiful doll with long red locks. The face seems familiar to you. It's not like a generic doll face. It's very contoured. I don't want to say elvish, but it's meant to be this symmetrical and this perfect for a reason. This doll is in full plated armor, and you recognize it to be eerily similar to Ireena. Like eerily similar to Ireena.
Do you base these dolls on the looks of people, or
Obviously, we have Strahd right here. I usually don't unless it's a special order or special occasion. And as he says that, he looks down and realizes that this other doll is on the counter. And he goes, and he snatches it real quick. I am terribly sorry. This was a custom order piece. She's not for sale.
Who ordered it?
He kind of stops for a second. Is there a particular reason that you seem to be asking? I usually like to keep some sort of confidentiality with my clients, unless you have good reason to need to know.
We may know the person that this model's based off of, and we have reason to believe that she could potentially be under threat.
Give me a persuasion.
Guidance.
Boom. Thank you. Needed it. Oh, not gonna matter with a natural 2. Rolling like shit already, boys. And a 1 on the guidance, so 8.
Oh,
God damn it.
at least it's not me starting. I'll follow though. Gotcha.
Would you mind elaborating a little bit more on the danger you speak of?
Well, like you, we like to keep some confidentiality as well. I understand that that's a line you can't cross. I'd be willing to bargain the information, perhaps trade. I'm quite the tinkerer myself.
That's kind of what I was getting at. You see this woman that this is made off of is quite loved around the area, and I would never want to not give information if somebody is planning on hurting her. If you can disclose the potential danger, I have no issue making this deal. On my word.
I'm not sure that it would be wise, at least not without discussing with the rest of my party first. I don't want to make decisions for everyone. That's kind of a big thing to be sharing without discussing with them first.
No, he kind of looks at everybody, and he looks up at Piccolo, and he goes, "Go clean up the mess." The monkey hops down real quick and just like almost like it's trying to talk to him, like the hand gestures and everything. And he turns and he is like, "Piccolo, enough! I do not care. Go clean up the mess."
I imagine the monkey from Aladdin.
Oh,
Yes.
there you go. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly what I was saying too. Yeah.
He's like, "I'll tell you what. If you tell me you can have the fucking monkey, I don't
want that monkey.
Oh, we don't want that monkey.
He's not that bad. He's just chaos."
We already have enough problems.
Yeah.
Understandable. All right. Well,
As I just grab him. Like,
what I'll do is I completely understand needing a moment to talk amongst yourselves. Would you like to go outside, or if you would like, you can stay in here. I can go in back and make sure that little asshole doesn't ruin any more of my stuff.
No, you're okay. Just give me 1 minute. You don't have to go anywhere. And I'll look over at the party and I will cast message to each individual person and ask their opinion on sharing that. Does anybody say no?
No.
Okay.
I'm good with it. I don't give a fuck.
I turn back around after this guy doesn't hear a single word passed between us. I turn around and said, "Okay, it's Strahd. Strahd is the danger."
Forgive me. I did not hear one of you speak. Your mouse did not move.
I'm good at a lot of things, not just tinkering.
Can you read minds?
Not yet.
I do not understand what just happened. I'm not going to ask questions, so it's he kind of like steps back. He's no.
Just enough that it's not, and I'm like, just enough. I'm like,
you sure you're not part of the Vistani? They do put on the curse, and then he does it back. And that's some spooky dooky shit. I don't know what just happened, but if nobody is going to say otherwise, that's perfectly fine. Would one of you mind going and just locking the door on the front real quick? Just for confidentiality. I wouldn't want somebody walking in.
I'll walk right to the door to lock it. Like, we're not going to discuss this. Locked.
While this is happening, I would like to cast Detect Magic while we're standing here.
But I was like, let's wait till whatever he says finishes.
So Jinx's like eyeballs go from like that normal ice blue to like a greenish kind of flash, like a lens flops over him or something almost. Anything in the room?
Yes. All of these, literally every toy, all glow with the same school. And what is that fucking school? What school is fucking prestidigitation part of? It's not that, but it's is it? I guess it'd be illusion. No, it's not illusion.
Abjuration.
You're basing it off of just animating an object, basically.
Yeah, essentially giving it like the crow obviously doesn't have its vocal box anymore. There's some sort of magic that's creating that.
Right.
I just pulled this out of my ass because you asked. That's why, but it makes sense to me in my head. So I guess why I'm like, I wasn't prepared for this. I guess it could be just low level illusion magic. You know what I mean?
Could be transmutation technically.
Yeah. That's fine. We can say transmutation.
Because transmutation allows you to alter things are perceived or how they work.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's more for fucking flair, anyways. Like.
Yeah.
Okay.
But since you did ask, there would obviously 100% be something small like that. No other types of magic. There's nothing that like glares out at you. This is definitely a toy shop, and you would be able to very quickly identify that he's using like light magic to make these objects do things. Right? That's how the carousel spins. All of that kind of just your basic stuff. So I guess, that is true. I don't necessarily know if Strahd would want to hurt her, but he does fancy her quite a lot. It's quite well known around here, and we all try to keep her safe from him.
Well, at a minimum, he wants to turn her into whatever he is.
That is it is very true. There are rumors on why. Some believe that he has gone mad after he lost his wife, and for some reason he thinks her soul has been reborn into Ireena.
Yeah, we heard that story too.
It's
Tatiana.
Yes. Very sad story. Before my time, but well, not before my time. I was around, but I was very, very young. I do not remember those times very well. But no, this doll was made for. He stops. What I say does not leave this room. Yes, I don't want problems coming from this. The reason I ask is because this man is very aggressive and very angry, and to be quite frank, I'm quite scared of him, and I just don't need him coming to knock on my door.
Would he be knocking with a weird arm?
So you've met Izek?
We've seen him. Met's probably not the right word.
He's I don't know what you know about him, but Izek kind of runs the town. He's the right-hand man of the Burgomaster. He definitely is not afraid to use violence to get his way. I don't know why he asked for this in particular. It actually doesn't really make any sense. Ireena can't stand him. They never talk. It's actually very rare that Ireena is ever around here. It's been months since we've seen her last around here.
Do I pick up any magic in that doll too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same magic.
Yeah, I figured. I just wanted to.
Yeah.
Is this just a doll, or is this more than a doll? Is basically.
Yeah, I got you. But Yes, again, I don't necessarily know why he wanted to die.
What does it do?
I,
It clearly does things like the other ones do.
it does. It says basic phrases, and he squeezes the middle of it, and it's like a normal baby doll, right? It just says like "hello, mama," like that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
Um, uh, as far as I know, he hasn't asked for anything extra. Just that it needed to look exactly or as close as I could get to Ireena. Now I don't really know if it matches her or not. Well, I guess it does if you all recognized her. That means you know Ireena.
And her brother.
Hmm.
We helped bury their father.
And it stops. I buried their father.
He passed recently, yes.
By natural causes, I hope.
If I table talk, it wasn't natural causes, right? It was the vampire attack that got him.
Yeah.
Okay. And Jinx would just bluntly say, "I'm afraid not." No.
Jacob. He was a very nice man. We often tried to convince them to leave the village of Barovia and come to these walls. It's safe here. We don't deal with the riffraff of the outside lands. This village has been peaceful for as long as I can remember. Are they in town now, or probably not? No. Especially if their father just passed away.
Let me get an insight check on this guy real quick before I answer. Does everything seem genuine? Is what I'm going for.
Yeah, I got you.
Natural 20.
Okay. Yeah. No, his tone hasn't changed. He's kept eye contact. This seems to be coming from a truly genuine place.
Okay, then I would answer without hesitation and say no. We actually escorted them here for her safety. They're both in town.
That's wonderful. Are they at the inn?
I don't think they are currently. They went somewhere else. I'm not sure where they're staying at the moment. I don't believe we encountered them at the inn.
Well, I'm sure if they're in town long enough, I'll run into them somewhere. If nothing else, if you all are in town in a couple days for the festival, obviously we'll all be there. No
We'll be
worries.
here.
Just if you do see them, just tell them Blinsky said hello.
Sure, absolutely.
That'd be wonderful.
Do you have a few moments for a few more questions unrelated to your masterpieces here?
Sure, I have all the time. Doesn't seem to be too much going on today in the store.
As far as Izek goes, and the Burgomaster, I guess, can you tell us anything about the house, the Burgomaster's mansion, any strange dealings that are going on up there, anything that Izek could be involved in, even if it doesn't seem related, anything kind of down low, anything that you've picked up, know of, heard of?
Not he sits there and kind of ponders for a second. To be blunt, when it comes to Izek, everybody just stays the fuck out of his way. He essentially controls all the guardsmen of the town and is in charge of policing. There are some people who believe that behind closed doors that he has heavy influence on the Burgomaster himself. Some all have literally referred to it as a shadow government. There's no proof of that, though. But he does walk around like his shit doesn't stink, and nobody can necessarily explain his arm. I know things are strange around Barovia, but even for here, that's
Did it just pop up one day, or has it always been like that?
Since he's been around, been like that. I mean,
You didn't know him prior to that happening.
No.
Okay.
No, he's probably been here for at least the last 20 years or so. That I
He showed
remember.
up after you guys arrived here, like we did.
Well, so we were always here. But if you mean after Strahd damned our entire fucking village and province to his own little sick world, yes.
Exactly what I mean. Yeah, he showed
Yes.
up after that.
Yes.
Any idea where he came from?
No. And the Burgomaster keeps him quite close. The Burgomaster knows that everyone's scared of him, and it makes it easier to get his rulings through the
Force
village.
intimidates.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, like I said, we don't have violence issues around here. We don't have the outside influences coming into our laws. For the most part, your average Vallakian's satisfied with this lackluster, doomy life.
Understood. Does Izek stay at the house with the Burgomaster, or does he have his own place?
He does have his own quarters within the manor itself.
Okay.
Okay. The Burgomaster also has a wife and a son. I'm sure you will meet them at some point. Let me see. I'll get you their names when we get down to it.
That's
That way I'm
fine, no
not
big deal.
sitting here, digging through my fucking notes. Actually, it might be. No, it's going to be way down there. So
It's
I will,
not important right now. It's fine.
Okay.
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 I'll turn around and look at the rest of the guys and just ask you guys have any other questions. I'm kind of tapped out.
Not one that would make sense to ask our boy master.
Sorry, what was that?
I said not any question that the toy master would be able to answer.
Okay.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's why I'm like,
What
but not for
did
him.
you say? Isaac has a wife and son, or the Burgomaster has a wife? And son?
No. Luckily, that pitiful, angry son of a bitch will never have a wife. I hope. No, I was talking about the Burgomaster.
Okay, got it.
Izek is way too pitiful of an asshole to ever find love.
How does he react to people underestimating him,
I would not,
or believing
openly-
that?
I would not
I'm sorry.
openly challenge him. If that's what you, he is not one to bend to intimidation, and in fact, there have been times in the past where people have tried, travelers like yourself, and he will make a public display.
Okay. What if you just doubted his abilities? Didn't necessarily want to intimidate, but how does he respond to someone doubting his capabilities? Does he tend to flare up and show off to prove things, or does he react violently to that as well?
So that doesn't really happen around here. I mean, don't get me wrong, people talk, but behind closed doors.
Okay.
Nobody really openly challenges him, or not that I've heard of. And those who have, well, they didn't live to see another day.
Okay.
Actually, I do have a question. What's with the no magic thing?
What, here in town?
Yeah.
It's more of a safety thing around here. Some of us do use magic.
No.
But
Uh-uh.
right, and he holds up a doll. But it is believed that the Burgomaster believes that magic being used within the walls could potentially anger the morning god. The morning god? Is that what? Yeah. Or the morning. What the fuck is that fucking? What's the god called? Oh, the morning. Was it morning mother? I think is what it is. Something like that. I'll figure it the fuck out. But it just all goes back to his the Burgomaster's bullshit of the same reason we have these jamborees every week. He thinks that if we have these celebrations and we play music for the morning mother, that's what it is. The morning
Lord.
mother, morning lord. There we go, and the night mother. There we go.
Mhm.
Got it. Essentially, if we have these celebrations, it shows the gods that we are happy and we appreciate the protection that they give us within the town of Vistani itself. Or Vallaki.
Jinx reaches into his bag of holding and pulls out the medallion that he has. Says, "This is a symbol of the Morning Lord, is it not?"
Ah, yes. Where did you get that?
I found it actually outside of town.
That's strange. Wasn't attached to a body, was it?
It was actually one
Oof.
that appeared to have been mauled by wolves of some kind.
Not around here.
No, outside of the gates.
Okay. Whew. That had me quite worried for a second. I'm sitting here telling you all it's safe, and then you say this. Whew.
We did encounter wolves on the way here, but that was pretty far from town.
Yes. Some of the hunters. They often bring back stories of dire wolves, werewolves, pretty much any kind of wolf you could think of wolves.
Is there a church to the Morning Lord in town somewhere?
Yes, and but it's much more than that. St. Andrew's. You passed it on the way in.
Okay, I believe that's where Ireena went. So
Yeah.
let me ask another question, since we're behind closed doors and we seem to be trusting each other here a little bit. If I were to wear this and pretend to be a clergyman, I recognize that you're talking to an automaton, and that probably sounds like a very strange thing. But if I were to do that and could convincingly pass myself as a clergyman, is there anything you think I could find at St. Andrews that might answer questions? Or...
This don't. He stops for a second. Don't take this the wrong way. I see where your head's at. But can we go back 5 minutes ago when I told you that you are the second automaton that I've ever
Absolutely.
met? Most people have never seen you. That would be a very hard bluff. Now, what you could do, it's very common for followers of the faith to have that medallion. It's just the religious symbol. But you would have one hell of a time trying to convince the father. I don't have his name up right now. I'll pull it up for you guys. But you would have one hell of a time trying to convince the father and the workers of the church that you yourself are a clergyman in these areas. We're all very aware of the situation we're in. Very tight-knit communities.
Okay.
Not that you have ill intention for that, but not everybody in town's as trusting as I. And I wouldn't want to give you all false information that gets you caught up in trouble.
Well, I also imagine that if someone were to walk in there that nobody knew, claiming to be a clergyman, that would be a red flag off the break. I would imagine you know your clergyman quite well.
Yes, yeah. And I want to say his name's like Father Lucius. I'll look it up though, because you guys are obviously, if you go there, you're going to interact with him. I don't remember his fucking name off the top of my head, but
Good name.
yeah. But
Father Lucy!
Is he by chance a half orc?
Or
I
a
will
fucking
say,
werewolf.
I will say, everybody's welcome at this church itself. It's a very special place. I won't ruin the story for you if you go. You'll learn a lot about our religion and who the man was behind the name and why he was such a wonderful saint to us. And why every year we actually throw a giant celebration. Actually, ironically enough, it falls on the feast falls on this week's jamboree, which is why it's like the Blazing Sun, the Blazing Sun festival, of the Blazing Sun or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Fuck calling it. It's sort of a double party for lack of better terms. Like I said, we have the weekly celebration anyways, but this is the holiday of the church and Saint Angelo himself. So you'll see there will be large celebrations. Everybody will conjure at the church. So many people that the entire yard and street around it will be flooded with people in celebration right before the Great Feast. The Great Feast is it's quite special. It's the one time a year magic is allowed, just because there's so many people. So the food is made by the clerics from the church. No, it's not shady. I know how that just sounded, especially being in Barovia. But again, you're in Vallaki. It's safe here. Blinsky would not lead you astray,
Fair enough.
unless your name was Strahd. And I just don't ever want to meet that man.
Kind of an asshole.
But yeah, he's a special individual. The way you said that, you've met him.
We have.
Yeah.
He does have a way of finding out when the new travelers are in town.
I feel like it's because he pushes them here.
I stay out of that. I don't. I make toys. I make toys, and I have a piece of shit pet monkey that breaks my shit. But if there's anything else that you all need while you are here, I'm more than welcome to help however I can. The town itself has everything that you could possibly need. Unlike Barovia, I know that village has fallen with the times, and they're definitely lacking some resources. But we have all the normal amenities that you could expect here. Whatever you all need, I'm here.
We're gonna need a hotel.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, we do need the doll. How much for the doll?
Oh, my apologies. It's going to be 10 silver.
I got it.
And do you happen to know the name of the girl this is going to? I can have Piccolo wrap it real quick. It only takes a minute. We can put a custom tag on it.
Arabelle.
Arabelle.
Ah. If you don't mind me asking, who in particular asked you to deliver this to Annabelle?
Madam Ava.
He gets like this little side smirk on his face. Yes. You just seem to be meeting everybody on your journeys. She's a wonderful lady. She loves Vallaki. But I'm sure you found out that the Burgomaster doesn't like the Vistani being within the town walls. So, do you all know how to get to the camp? Just north of town.
Northwestern side, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. And he'll give you directions through the streets. That way, you guys can get there.
Connor, you all right, brother? You're fading, dude.
That's been my favorite part of this whole thing. I'm like, this brother's going to be on a YouTube
Brother,
video.
this whole week's been a fucking shit show. I'm in pain. My back's fucked, shoulder's fucked. The kitchen was burnt down today. It's been an absolute wild one today.
Well, buddy, we're nothing.
I would say if there's no
gonna
combat, if there's no combat gonna happen, I'm happy for you lot to continue and catch me up.
Yeah. I mean, we record anyway, so you can.
Yeah.
And if there is combat that we have to get through, and it's not a good stopping point, I'll run you. It's not a big deal.
Just run. Yeah. No,
Okay.
sorry, boys.
No, you're
You're
buddy,
good,
you're
dude.
good.
dying.
I can see it, man.
You're on the other side of the pond.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine, bro.
We
Go do
get
what
it.
you got to do.
It's why I had a monster, homie. I feel you.
Yep.
Trust me, I
I,
feel you.
I should have.
That's okay. You're good. You're
All right.
good.
We'll go get sleep, boo boo.
Yeah.
All right, Royce. Okay,
Howdy, my
shut
brother.
in
See you tomorrow, buddy.
a bit.
Yeah, no, he gives you all directions on how to get through Vallaki. Because I haven't actually shown you all. So, to give you guys kind of a lay of the land, where I'm pinging is the church on the west side.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You guys are currently right here, down in this market square.
Okay.
Blue Water Inn, where you guys are staying, is just to the north.
Yep.
That's really, I think, it for right now. The Burgomaster Mansion is down here to the south.
Okay.
And then for the encampment, that you all actually, I'm sorry, it's not to the north, it's to the south, the southwest, down here in the bottom corner.
Okay.
You guys have a little bit of an idea of what the lay of the land looks like. Okay. Anything else for Mr. Blinsky? If not, Piccolo goes and grabs this beautiful black ribbon, wraps the box up, ties the bow around it, and grabs this like purposely burnt and worn like piece of parchment, and then takes the quill in this little vat, dips it, writes Arabelle in red, and as he does that, Blinsky looks at you all and just goes, sometimes this can come as a shock. Give the tag about a minute or two before you touch it. We do sign it with real blood.
Okay.
It's the Blinsky way. And if it's not the Blinsky, it's not fun. And he just stares
Okay.
at you all. He just stares at you. Like, it just...
All right.
Okay.
As long as it's your blood.
Yes, it's my blood. It's not just random people's blood. I'm not a vampire.
Not yet.
I have to see you outside.
He pulls up a mirror and goes, "See, I have a reflection. I'm beautiful."
Go ahead, King. What do you think, bro?
Yeah. Look, again, he bids you all to do. Where are we going? What are we doing?
I guess.
Go deliver the
Starting
house.
camp.
Yeah, let's deliver this, and then we can go find Ireena afterward.
Yep.
Talk to Vistani about the Burgomaster, see if they know anything about the house,
Works for me.
or Izek for that matter.
Yeah, we gotta talk to. We want to meet Luvash.
Who's Luvash?
He's the leader of the camp.
That's right. God damn
He's
it.
the father of Arabelle.
Okay.
So it's a lot less creepy to be like, we're looking for Arabelle when we're like, we're looking for Luvash.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Especially from a robot that's carrying a fucking doll
That has blood on it.
signed with blood. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Right, as you all go ahead and make your way. I'm not going to sit here and describe you all walking through the fucking town. We all know what that's about. It's going to take you all, once you all get out of the town, it's about a good 20 minute walk to the actual encampment itself. You will make it that way without any issue whatsoever. You guys are very familiar with the way the forest and everything looks around here now, with the ever-present mist and fog kind of leering. No events happen during this time as you guys continue to push southwest of Vallaki. You very quickly pick up what you all would perceive as the correct path.
Didn't mean to do that.
You guys find a very well beaten path that very visibly has cart tracks and horse footprints going through. You follow them until the woods part to reveal an expansive clearing. A small grass-covered hill with low houses built into the sides. Fog obscures most of the details, but you can see that these buildings feature elegantly carved woodwork and have decorative lanterns hanging from their sculpted eaves. Atop the hill, above the fog, is a ring of barrel-topped wagons that surrounds a large tent with a column of smoke pouring out of a hole in the top. The tent is, the tent's open. I'm not going to say it's brightly lit, which means this is going to be at nighttime. I guarantee it. But obviously, you guys are daytime. And even at a distance, you can smell the odors of wine and horses that emanate from this central area. So, with that... Okay, to describe, I'm going to refer to this in two different ways, okay? The houses that are like the havels, they're just going to be I'm just going to call them the Dusk Elf havels. And then the Vistani encampment is the tent and everything on top.
What?
As you all begin to approach, there are workers all throughout. Do they not have a picture of him? No, they don't. There are workers all around the outsides of these hovels doing various household tasks, right? There's pigs, there's sheep, there's essentially just livestock. If you can think like how the Shire was, right? Everyone has like their little piece of fucking land. That's the easiest way for me to describe that. These elves look different to you all as you all begin to get closer to them. Their skin is still brown. Well, for one, their skin is brown. All of you would be familiar with wood elves, right? They have a darker complexion, but not black like drow, obviously, right? These elves' skin is almost like a mix between drow and wood elves. So it's like a dark tanned leather with almost like a gray hue to it, right? Naturally, their faces, while still very symmetrical, are a little more sharp and jagged, where their chin line hits and how dominant their cheekbones are. And their ears come to like an extreme long point. They take notice of you all as you all begin to come closer, but they just go on about their day. I'll let you guys take it from there. Obviously, you guys are coming in from the northeast, right, to the southwest.
I would essentially make it to the first person that we could talk to and ask if we may speak with Luvash.
Yeah, you come up to one of the elves that are out tending to what looks to be a wheat field of some sort, or some sort of grain field. And kind of looks you all over for a quick second. Is that keep following the path up top of the hill? Big tent.
Thank you.
And you all begin to spiral all the way around. There we go. I was like, dude, I need those shadows fucking out of there. Jesus Christ. You guys are good. Just go ahead and start pushing up.
That's amazing.
Right.
I like that. That was a cool feature. All right.
As you all begin to take the path up on top of the knoll, there is a barricade of various wagons that are very familiar to you all. You all have been to a Vistani encampment before. You all know what it's all about. As you get into the inner ring, all of those are horses, by the way. Those things that look like turds.
Yeah.
They're all horses. The main door is up here. As you all come around, you could hear two different male voices from inside of the tent. The tent flap is partially open, but not fully. Give me 1 second because this is where I have stuff. Who's going in first?
I'll go. Yep. I'll put my face in there. Hello.
As
God damn, brother. Man, it's home.
We've had this conversation before, man. I eat food like I love it.
Yeah, no,
It's the best way to enjoy it. I don't give a fuck
Yes, it
what I
is.
like eating.
Put my whole fucking face in that shit.
Oh.
Damn, damn
Mike
right.
Tyson.
It's like eating pussy.
Mike Tyson would be proud of you,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean by that.
The whole mouth in. Let's go.
Yep.
All right. As you duck inside the tent, you hear the sound of splintering wood and shattering ceramics. Blinking through the haze of smoke that fills the interior, you see three sputtering campfires burning low with ember. A total of 6 Vistani sit around the hearse, watching the source of the commotion with solemn, sympathetic looks. A shirtless young man kneels on the dead grass by the center of the tent, his eyes downcast and his face pale. Beside him, a broken wooden crate sits amidst a pile of broken pottery shards, several of which are still wobbling from the force of impact. A dozen feet away from the kneeling youth stands an older, larger man wearing studded leather armor and a thick, well-trimmed beard. His eyes are bloodshot, and his right hand is trembling. He appears to be leaning his weight against the makeshift wooden crutch for support. Looking down, you see that his lower right leg is wrapped in blood-stained bandages. You hear him yell, or sternly speak. "You were supposed to keep her safe." The larger man bellows hoarsely. He whirls in his hands, grabbing blindly, as if for something else to throw. Sweat beads from his forehead, and he chokes back in sobs of rage. Or he chokes back a sob of rage. "My little girl. And now?" He wavers unsteadily and stumbles. In a blink, a third man, also clad in studded leather and wearing a fine-trimmed goatee, steps out of from his shadows and catches the larger man on his shoulder before he falls. "Easy, brother," the third man murmurs. "You've lost a good bit of blood." He glances up and catches sight of you, his brow tightening almost imperceptibly.
Made up a way of
Dyslexia
life.
just killed me.
Yeah.
I was like, peas and bees, oh my god, it's my worst nightmare.
They all look the same.
And he says, "And it appears we have some company." All three men stop and all eyes focus on you poking through the door.
This looks like a bad time.
The large one that's leaning on the crutch. So like, there's never a good time around here. What can we do you for? Who are you?
We were sent by Madame Ava to bring a gift.
Jinx
But I
pulls it
feel-
out of the bag of holding and just holds it up from the back of the group and just kind of jiggles it around a little bit. Or the box, I mean.
But I feel like there's something else that's happened that this is bad timing.
Said Madame Ava sent you.
Yeah.
Come in.
For Arabella. Arabelle.
Like, as from the back, you hear Arabelle. You in particular, like, watches this man who just told you to come in, just kind of like chokes back a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's like, quickly, how many of you?
3.
Just the 4 of us.
4.
Sometimes 5.
All right.
You're not wrong, but it's like, as we come in, I'm like, fresh wound. Can I help?
If you're able to fucking take care of it and got stuck in a fucking wolf trap yesterday.
I'm just, regardless of where we are, I'm going to cast Healing Word on him. Heal his foot. I guess just so you can know the point. I don't know how you want to do that.
No, it's fine.
I got dark dice, and that was a dumb idea. That's like 10 points of healing.
Jinx is going to cast Cure Wounds on the kid on the ground, too.
He's not hurt. He's just sad.
I was under the impression he had been beaten a little bit. Okay, never mind.
Take that back.
No, so I mean, he's sitting at the fire,
Yeah,
like the young kid's sitting at the fire like this, just like with his head down. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
he's getting scolded.
yeah.
Like 100%. The bigger dude was definitely throwing shit around, but it wasn't necessarily at him.
Okay,
You
got
don't
it.
see any visible signs of like abuse or violence on him.
Okay.
The larger man says, "Thank you," and still tries to put weight down on you here. Ah! And the guy with the goatee said, brother, it still takes time. It just helps the process."
Yeah.
He goes, I know, but the process, there's not time. The incompetency. This should have never happened. And he looks at it's the larger man speaking. He looks at we're just going to call him a kid because he's a teenager, right? The kid's sitting down, he's clearly being scolded. Says, not only is it your fault she's missing, but fucking madam herself sent a fucking gift for her birthday. Do you understand how fucking wrong this is? How much shit you've created? All because you wanted to fucking drink, and he takes a pot and slams it against the fucking table. Look, kind of takes a step, and man with the goatee goes, brother, we'll find her out. He turns towards you all. Clearly you will have come at a stressful time. Due to the failures of certain people, and he kind of like kicks at him. And the kid's sitting down, like nudges him, not like
Yeah, he's
kick
just
him, but
like, it's like a hey,
right.
because of
Right.
this fuck.
We've spent the last day frantically searching for Arabelle. his daughter.
Ah, so you must be Luvash.
Leaning up still, kind of like tries to like prop himself up on a table. Trying to, as you say that, right? He's trying to like figure out a way not to be leaning on this fucking crutch. So he's kind of just like trying to stand however he fucking can. He nods. I am, and it's my brother Arrigal, which is Arrigal.
Yeah, you gave that to us last time.
Yep. And this worthless fucking retard. And at that time, you all watch as Arrigal kind of like kicks him again.
Oh, that's a bad word.
His name's Alexei. And he's the cousin of Arabelle. Or my brother's fucking son.
So, considering the timing, what happened? If you don't mind me asking.
Luvash looks down. Goes, wouldn't it be fucking nice if we knew what happened? And like just eyes beaming on this kid. I'm just gonna call him Alex, because Alexei is gonna get fucking annoying to me. I guess that's the problem, isn't it? He kind of stops for a second, like Arrigal kind of again puts his hand on his brother's shoulder. Says, "I've got it." Arrigal turns to you all. Says, 2 days ago, Alexei was supposed to be watching Arabelle play in nearby woods while Luvash mediated a dispute between two of the local families here in the encampment. Instead of watching her, somebody decided to get a little drunk on wine. And when the retard woke up, Arabelle was gone. So, at that point, Alex kind of speaks up, trying to like do that thing teenagers do when they try to justify their fuck ups. And he says, it was just given to me. Jan gave it to me. He gave it, we were drinking, and when I woke up, he was gone, and Arabelle was gone. And Arrigal's father just holds his hand up, or Arrigal holds his hand up, and says, I've already talked to Jan. He gave you the fucking wine to drink here, not to take with you out into the woods when you had responsibility. Do not try to bring another Vistani into this. This is your mistake. This is on your hands. Anyways, when we found out yesterday that she had gone missing, Luvash led a search for her. More than a dozen of us went out looking for her. And almost the exact amount of Dusk Elves also helped on the search. Sadly, my brother had to return early as he got his foot caught in a wolf trap. Been terrible issues around here of late, so we've asked a lot of the trappers and hunters to lay traps. Surely it's from being frantic, trying to find his daughter. This man never misses a step. Just trying to like cheer him up, you know what I mean? Sadly, search parties haven't turned anything up yet. However, a Dusk Elf named Savid Savid. I found a decapitated body laying in a bloody grass near the Luna River, surrounded by signs of a fight. The last known location. She often likes to play down there. It's just south of here. Yeah. West of here, because of where we are on the map. West of here. Savid also found this strange signet ring line in the grass, which seemed to have been dropped in the struggle. Brought it back. We all looked at it. None of us knew what to do. So my brother gave it to an elf by the name of Kasimir. Kasimir. He is the Dark Elves, Jesus. The Dusk Elves leader and foremost scholar. Hopefully he's able to identify what the signet might be. But we haven't heard of anything as of yet today.
So, with Kasimir having the ring, they are hoping that he can tell what it is. Whose body was it? Do they know? Could they determine who it was?
Well, it's where Arrigal gets a little, not worried, but he kind of stops for a second. It's like, I know I'm going to sound a little bit crazy when I say this, but if I wouldn't have seen Jan earlier today myself, it literally looks like his body, same tattoos, same everything. But Jan is here, and yes, we already checked. There's no magical manipulation going on. It's him. We've asked personal questions. It's 100% him.
That doesn't necessarily mean that it's him.
Yeah,
Jinx kind of chimes up from the back behind Torin again, kind of poking his head out to the side.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what you said, Artie.
No, he just agrees. It's
okay.
Quite possible, but doesn't necessarily make sense. Timelines check out. We were looking into this earlier. It just didn't make any sense. Surely we know of things like shapeshifters. We call them doppelgangers. They could take on the appearance of any humanoid. But that was obviously our first thought. The only thing is, doppelgangers don't know.
But they're doppelgangers.
Or they don't know extremely personal answers to questions.
They know surface information, and that's about it.
And Jan was able, without cause, to answer everything. A matter of fact, he felt so bad about this whole situation. Takes personal blame, even though it wasn't him that drank the fucking wine. He went back out with the search parties with the elves. They should be trickling back in party by party over the next couple hours. You're more than welcome to speak to him if you need to, but us Vistani are pretty good at seeing through the lands, if you understand what I'm saying.
Well, considering we were tasked to bring a gift to Madame Ava's granddaughter, I think it would behoove us to do something about it.
As you say that, Luvash clears his throat. Because I would appreciate any help that I could get in these moments. Losing her would be losing everything. I have a feeling that if we can identify the ring, it might lead us to where she would be taken. I don't know where that is, and Kasimir usually knows, and is usually so good at these things. He's had this thing for over a day now, and there's nothing in his books. There's no, from what he says, it's ridiculous. There's no magic even emanating from this ring. If we could figure out what the ring is.
I will ask, is she carrying anything that you could describe to me that she would have had on her person? An image, potential drawing of something that she's carrying.
Besides her blue, she has this blue ribbon that she likes to put up in her hair. But anytime she goes out into the woods, I try to tell her not to take a bunch of things. You know how children can be. They often forget things, they leave them, and then it's just an extra trip that we have to make into the dangerous woods. Not to say that these woods are dangerous or I'm irresponsible for letting my daughter play, but during the daytime down here, we don't ever have any issues. So if I was going to say anything, it would have to be her blue ribbon. And that was not found on scene.
So she can still have it.
100%. That's the hope. I might know where you could find information. It's a long shot, and it would certainly have to be you all going. Not any of us down here. We're not allowed within the walls of the city. The Burgomaster has quite the selection of books in his library. He's collected for years. Anything from religion to magic to lost tomes. At least that's what the rumors are. He often talks and boasts about his book collection. I know for a fact that he won't help us or the Dusk Elves, as we're banned from the city, but I don't know, maybe you all could figure out a way to get in there.
You mean the town, Vallaki?
No, his house.
Oh, getting into his house.
Yes, I'm sorry, it's his personal library.
Understood.
Jinx raises his missing hand in the air. Question about Jan, actually. Has he left his home since you discovered the matching body down by the water?
He's actually he left earlier this afternoon to go back out with the elves to continue the search.
Okay. The reason I'm asking table talk, there's a creature called an oblex that can completely absorb memory, and it can mimic a creature, but the main body of the oblex has to be somewhere stationary, and it has this like slim tendril that goes out to this thing that can only go 120 feet.
And essentially, it's like a puppet.
Yeah.
Fucking there. Ooh.
So if he hadn't left his house, I was gonna say, let's go talk to this guy because he might be jelly in a human skin.
Yeah. No,
But if he's left, then he's definitely not that. So
yeah.
Okay.
Luvash kind of takes a second.
You guys
I
are
know.
experienced hunters. Do you think wolves took her?
I can't imagine that. The From what was reported, the body that was found wasn't gashed up. The head was just completely cut off the body,
Cleanly?
cleanly.
Hmm.
We all know what wolf's attacks look like.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit that whatsoever.
We have
Uh,
other reasons to enter Burgomaster's house as well. Is there anything you can share with us to maybe make entry a bit easier?
Arrigal speaks up. Not really. Kind of takes a second and pauses. Because it's not necessarily from what I understand, and again, this is all hearsay. If we were to step foot in the town, if we were caught, we are killed on sight, and we don't go.
That's an intense response to somebody walking through a door.
It's because he believes that the Vistani have a connection to Strahd, and he is not the biggest fan of Strahd. So, even though time and time again the story's been told, right? None of us were around when all that happened, but
Prejudice can't always be explained.
and it's certainly not worth our lives. So we make well out here. It's quite happy we live by our own rules. And if you've met Madam, then you know how lively we can be.
Indeed, we do.
But from what I understand, it's not necessarily out of the ordinary for the Burgomaster to openly let people in his house. There are ways. He is a governing official. What I understand, you can just walk up to the front door and either schedule an appointment, or if he's free or if it's important enough, he might talk to you right then and there.
Maybe. Kind of hard to get away from somebody when you're there to speak with them on business, though. Unless we talk up the library that he has and convince him to show it to us. But what was the purpose for getting into the library again? What did you need us to do?
My brother believes he has many books that might have research or information on the signet that's on this ring.
Okay.
If we can,
like iconography kind of stuff.
Yeah, if we can learn where the ring comes from, maybe that's a good lead point. Obviously, time is of the essence.
Yeah, so where's this elf that has the ring?
Yeah, I was like, can we see it?
Yeah, it's 100%. Give me one
beneficial
second.
to take it with us. Sorry, I didn't mean cut you off already.
No. You will take it with you. That's not an option. We will make sure of it, and you have to take the ring. Otherwise, how are you going to know what you're looking at, right?
Indeed.
Just if you wouldn't mind, give me a few minutes to get him calmed down, and
Sure.
I'll meet you all right outside. As you all start to walk out, you all hear Luvash speak up and say, "I'd only thank you, but no, I'll take care of you all. We can figure this out one way or the other. I obviously hope it's one way and not the other, but I'll make sure you all are taken care of. Whether it's gold you all want or items, we have many of things here that might be of interest to you. I'll make sure. If you bring
discuss
back
that after we. Let's discuss that after we make some ground.
Let's find the girl first.
I'm just a man of honor. And I want to make sure I don't put off that I expect you all to help me for nothing.
If we required payment ahead of time, we would have spoken to you about it.
Like, thank you. He looks at his brother. I'm not gonna kill him. I am gonna put his ass to work. And Arrigal just like looks at him and goes, "Work him till he can't fucking move."
That old country discipline.
Luvash looks at a couple of the other Vistani guys that are sitting around in here, and says, "I don't care what you do with him. Tire him out. I don't care if he lifts the same rock for the next 20 hours." And two of the other Vistani kind of nod and just like look at him. And like the kid, without even like lifting his head, just like stands up and just like right through you guys, right out. And like as he's going out, one of the two that are with him kind of like shoves him out the fucking door. Just Jesus fucking Christ.
Who's that? Who that be? There's no Jeebus here.
Yeah, so no worries. Let me pull Foundry back up. So I can get you all to the right camp. Or the right
boy.
I believe it's this one, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So you guys are going to come out, and it's this one down here. Directly south.
Just follow everybody else.
Yeah, it's the one that you can see in. The front door is around the other side, though.
Hello.
All right. Now that you guys are there, give me a second. As you all kind of come around behind the tent, Arrigal kind of points down and shows you all the tent that you guys just walked up to. As you did, there's a guard on each side of the tent. The middle gentleman is actually in the fucking... Hold on.
He be inside.
Yeah, but the door. There we go.
This is why I fucking hate drinking these energy drinks. I'm gonna have to piss for like 40 hours for the rest of the day. Like, it's fucking killing me.
As you all come around, there's an elf guard on each side of the door. And they both just stand there. Can I help you?
We are here to speak with, I can't remember his name. I forgot to write.
Kasimir?
Kasimir. Yeah,
Kasimir.
Kasimir. We just seen Luvash and Arrigal.
Do you see the ring?
And told us of a ring.
Right at about that time, you hear footsteps kind of like hurriedly coming from behind you all down the hill. And Arrigal kind of peeks around. He goes, I sent them.
Hello.
He and like as you guys like, I mean, he's like, sorry, I should have warned you. They're good. They're with me. The two guards just kind of nod and step to the side. As you all go in, you enter into a small, cozy vestibule, several degrees warmer than the chill mist outside. The walls of this small chamber are decorated with hanging sketches and portraits of proud and wise-looking elves with dark skin, tree-born spires carved of dark wood, and artistic depictions of constellations and celestial bodies.
We can't see anything past right here. We cannot see deeper into the room than that.
The rest of the square is completely black.
No, that's all good. I didn't want you to give us a whole long explanation of stuff we were supposed to see when we're looking at a black square. That's all.
I gotcha. Let's see. Celestial bodies, 2 curtains of dark brown fabric. That was actually good timing because I was literally getting to the fucking
Indeed, it was. Yeah.
fabric obscure the entrance to another chamber beyond. Beyond the chamber, the curtains lie a larger chamber lit and heated by a fireplace at the north end. An old green rug sits facing the fire, just beside an old wooden table flanked with several chairs. The left side wall of this comfortable room bears a dozen cubby holes bearing leather-bound books and small wooden statuettes of elven figures, while the wall to the right bears a faded tapestry of a lush and beautiful forest beneath a noonday sun. In front of you all, kneeling on the rug, is a cloaked individual who seems to be kneeling facing the fire, so his back's to you all. Hood's up. The cloak itself is gray.
You got a lightsaber. Amazing.
Okay.
Luke, use the Force.
Sitting or kneeling in a meditative position is this individual that you see in front of you, who you obviously would assume to be Kasimir.
Sorry to disturb.
Without looking up. Says, you didn't disturb. He begins to push himself up into a standing position, turns around to face you all. No, he's not holding the green dagger, so don't mind that. But turns to face you all and says, "I must be of an importance if strangers are allowed to just walk into my quarters."
We're here to examine the ring.
The brothers sent you, yes.
Yes.
Arrigal, yes.
And technically, we're allowed inside of Vallaki, and if we could get into a certain library, we might be able to help. So we wanted to see what this ring looked like.
Kind of takes a second and looks you all up and down. Any of you have over 200 years of studying the arcanes?
I might. I don't know for sure.
I have roughly about 3.
I'm over 200 years old. That's all I got. I don't know what I know.
I don't know.
That's all I'm asked.
So, what makes you think? Oh, never mind. You all notice.
It would be one of those. It's not because you can't figure it out. If there is a faster way to find this thing, to find the daughter, we can help. It's not to take anything from you. It's not to take.
Give me a persuasion.
Can I help with that? Because
Yep.
I have proficiency.
Yep.
Hold on. I need my sheet up.
So he's
Guide yourself, please.
This guy doesn't come off like a pompous asshole, but he very much has the Rivendell aura about him. He holds himself very high.
Confident in his abilities.
And he knows his shit. So he's one of those I know I'm good at what I do. What the fuck, right? It's not supposed to be insulting, but it comes off that way.
I'm doing what? Persuasion?
Persuasion.
Yeah. It's a 16. I have a flirt.
Takes a second size. And he looks over at the table. And as he starts to walk over, he reaches out with his right hand to grab the ring that's sitting on the table. As he does that, where his cloak has kind of been covering his hands this whole time, because a lot of them stand like this. Like this. Y'all knew what I was doing. For the first time, his right hand and arm is exposed, and his whole hand and forearm are it's a pale bluish white, with much of the skin puffy and blistering. Does anybody specialize in medicine check for somebody?
I do. I have it. I'm proficient in that. I'm going to guide myself on that too. Fucking Xavier. Oh yeah, this is going to be a problem. That's a 12.
Barely got it, buddy. Barely got
Jeez.
it. You recognize that this is a pretty severe frostbite. That seems pretty fresh.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
And as he goes to reach for it, he kind of just and reaches with his left hand to grab the ring. And brings it over, and I will share a picture of said ring with you all. Okay, so as he hands it over, as I've never seen symbols like this before. The only thing of note that I've been able to see is he points at the triangle and the diamond at the top of the ring.
Yeah.
He goes, those, as he does it and you all kind of look at it, you can tell that like while the circles are very smooth and intentional, like they were part of the original engraving, these two symbols have almost essentially been put into it after the fact that the ring was made. Says I can't for the life of me figure out why somebody would carve additional symbols, especially simple symbols. He points to the triangle and says that, and anybody who's familiar with arcane would recognize that that's the symbol for the school of evocation. And then he points to the diamond, and that's the symbol of necromancy, as far as schools of magic go.
Jinx is going to ask if he can see the ring.
Certainly. He hands it over, says, I've tried to figure out if there's anything magical about the ring. There's nothing from what I can tell.
The ring do that
Can I
to your
identify
arm?
what?
So did the ring do that to your arm?
No, this happened on a personal trip last week. Yeah.
Can I tell what material the ring is made out of?
It is
Being a tinkerer.
right. It seems to be silver.
Okay. I'm going to cast Identify on it.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. Okay. And for the shapes that were put into it, do they appear that they were carved out of it, or was something hot pushed into it and kind of melted the surface away?
You looking at it now that it's in your hand, these were like roughly carved.
Okay.
Yeah, they weren't like cleanly embedded after the fact or
Right.
anything. Like these were literally like dug in.
So, given their placement, would I be able to tell if there used to be a circle in those spots? I don't know if that's relevant or not, but if those used to be,
I-
see how we got
I-
the 4 on the bottom. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Give me an investigation.
Guidance.
Thank you. Probably not going to need it, but I'll take it.
Probably not, but hey.
26.
So these are pretty roughly done, right? I would say with the 26, while you can't definitively sit here and say that, like you can't find that original carving, you know what I mean? Like even just like the routing, like scarred marks and everything, the scorch marks, right? If the symbol was symmetrical, that's very plausible.
Okay. And do I recognize the symbol on it in any way?
No. None of you have recognized this. Nobody knows this symbol whatsoever. As you're sitting there kind of looking at this thing, Kasimir looks back over at Gravin and says, if you must know, I had been hiking across Mount Gacchus last week and had a terrible accident when a frozen bluff that I was attempting to walk on collapsed. And I was stuck in the snow for quite some time. My arm was trapped.
Gotcha.
Sweet dreams, okay? Good night.
I have nothing to help.
Okay. Were you out there on the mountain alone?
I was. I was searching for something of personal nature.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody tried to put this ring on?
Yes.
Anything happen?
Nothing. It makes no sense. Hold on.
Makes perfect sense if it's just a ring.
Yeah, hold on 1 second, boys.
I'm wondering if this is more of a symbol of membership than a tool.
Like I said, I've searched my entire collection. It's very rare that I come across something that I can at least start to put together. Ironically enough, the only thing that I can put together from this is the most basic of the arcane symbols. I'm not sure. No, you all said that you think that the Burgomaster might have something in his library to help?
That was told to us by Luvash or Arrigal. And I know that you guys can't step into the city, but we could.
As soon as you say that, he starts shaking his head, like agreeing with you, like, no, we can't. He goes, I don't necessarily like to admit when someone has a better idea than myself, but from what I do know about him, he does have a way of collecting very rare and interesting literature. Do you have a plan on how you're going to attempt to acquire this?
I'm trying to figure that out. Do you have any advice? Or know of anybody that may have advice?
There are certain people throughout the village or from the land itself that essentially can enter his house without issue. Burgomasters of other villages, royal families, those types of things. Usually it's common courtesy between the villages to allow those families to come in and out without issue. Or at least they're welcomed, non-hostile, as long as they have a purpose there. You could try the old-fashioned break-in. That's always fun, but from stories I've heard, that's not necessarily the smartest thing to do with a certain gentleman named Izek that follows him around like a little puppy dog.
Yeah, we're aware of Isaac, unfortunately. Know of any way to occupy his time to make it a little easier?
Not necessarily. I'm good with magic, but I'm not so good with people. I can't really ever study, you know.
Yeah, I'm the same boat.
All right. So we had a couple things. I did want to actually ask Kasimir if offhand, so before we leave him, offhand, does he know who or this would be more of a who would benefit from kidnapping Arabelle as a potential thing for Luvash, like to get at Luvash? Like, who are we missing?
He sits there for a minute and ponders, much like I am, because I wasn't ready for that question.
What happens when you leave me and DJ alone?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, if I was on your all side, I'd want to know the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't think of anybody. We've lived out here for so long without issue. I don't necessarily know if it was targeted on purpose. I mean, it very well could be, but I can't conclude that based off of what we have. You know, we don't really have enemies down here. Both of our people are kind of outcasted, so I mean, obviously there's many of folk who don't necessarily like us, but most are terrified to try to mess with us. They think the Vistani will put curses on them and a bunch of other hoopla. It's miss. And he kind of like brushes it off and like shakes his head. It says, nobody comes to mind immediately. I can ask around though. Maybe somebody's heard something. I'll talk to the rest of my people, and if nothing else, I'll go up the hill and have a sit down with the brothers. I probably should anyways after you all leave, just to kind of let them know we're at a stalemate here. I'll see what I can do.
Two more things.
Mhm.
First thing, did you guys talk to Jan yourselves? Or did you leave it to the Vistani to do it? Considering your knowledge of...
Repeat that. I just went to look at notes, and you went in one ear and out the other.
Did they speak to Jan themselves, like to help with the investigation of
Kasimir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have. Yeah.
Yeah. He seemed to be. He correlates exactly what the brothers were saying. It doesn't make any sense. He does say that there are certain types of creatures that can essentially mimic someone's physical appearance, but he says, well, to be quite honest, I asked him the history of our people, and unless you're one of us, you're not going to necessarily know that, and you definitely won't know what our people specialize in as far as a fighting style. Have any of you ever heard of an ancient art known as blade song?
And more than likely would.
Thinking.
It's so you all would have. Everyone would have heard of this through mostly through tales, and I'm talking tales that go back like 3 to 5 centuries, right? Like, so we're talking old stories. But essentially, they're the ones that figured out how to harness the weave to use swords, right?
Gotcha.
So it's a very niche fighting style that only wizards can do. Obviously, out of game, you guys all know what Blade Song is, but
Yeah.
yeah. But no, he straight goes into a little bit of detail and history about his people and how they got to the land. If you all want that real quick, I'll give it to you. But you all didn't ask him for the history of how they got here, so I'm not going to sit here and bore you with 5 centuries of fucking history. But that is something that that their people are very proud of, is being able to essentially blade dance. That's the other. I just try not
Right.
to use that because of Destiny, but it's blade dancing.
Right. Okay. And then the final thing is, do you mind if we take an etching of this ring, but leave the ring with you?
No,
Yes,
it's
Maddie.
perfectly fine.
No,
Is there any particular reason?
I'm busy.
Or is it more just to keep it safe?
Keep it safe.
No, that's perfectly fine. I've got, a matter of fact, I can do one better. Hold on 1 second. He goes and grabs this very ornate notebook. It's leather bound with gold etchings all throughout it. And when he grabs it, he utters an incantation, and the book latch pops open. And he pulls out a piece of this very, very nice parchment. He goes and grabs a very particular quill that is on his table all by itself over on the bookshelf. And he dips it in what appears to be an empty ink blot, right? Or ink vessel.
Inkwell.
Well, thank you. That word was not coming to me.
Before he starts writing, Jinx is going to ask, before you start sketching this out, the 2 symbols that we identified as being schools of magic, can you replace those with circles? Like the
Like
rest
the
of the
other-
circles on the ring?
I can do both for you. Actually, I can do a variant of each. It'll only take me a minute.
Yeah, if you could do on 2 pieces of paper.
That won't be necessary. You'll see here in a second.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Takes the pen, and as he puts it in the inkwell, he brings it out again, uttering an incantation, licks the end of it, and begins just holding it like this, drawing it. You all can see there's nothing happening on said paper. Right? He takes about 2 minutes, folds it up, hands it to you all, and he says, when the time is right, and you need to be able to see it, say, insert bugga bugga words here, right? It's essentially magic ink, which does exist in this world. So he gives that to you, and you all have it for safekeeping. He said, I have no issue holding on to the ring. Would you like me to hang on to the ring, or would you all want me to take it back up to the brothers?
I think we should ask the brothers what they want done with the ring.
Right. Well, I'll take it up there with me once you all depart. And if they feel more comfortable within my possession, I'll keep it. If not, I'll give it back to them.
Okay.
Why don't we want to take the ring with us?
Just in case. It's something weird. I don't know. It's something in my head.
In case everything goes to hell and you all get caught, and I see where his head's at.
Okay.
Or in case something happens and you lose it or it gets stolen. I see where the head's at.
Just creepy monkey thing. Like,
Yeah, I gotcha.
like,
That's true. I do have these little side characters that make you all paranoid as fuck, especially you. So like, there's a monkey. He will steal it.
it's just one of those things. Yeah, at that point, once we've done all that, I'd be like, all right, let's head back to the brothers, and we'll probably make our way back into the city and see if we can figure out what this thing is.
Are you all going to let the brothers know what you're doing, or okay?
Yep.
Okay. You all can go back up there. Is there anything in particular that you want to tell them? You all walk in. It's at this point just the 2 brothers. in the tent, and you all kind of step in on a not like a sad moment, but it's definitely like
Solemn.
and it's definitely that brotherly thing where Arrigal's trying to just be there for Luvash with positivity. It's like we've always found our own things of that nature. You know what I mean? It's that family just consoling. But as you all walk in, they hear you, and they both look up over at you all. They're both sitting down next to the fire. Luvash has his foot outright, resting on a couple makeshift like pillows. And he kind of looks over at you all. Any luck?
No, but we do have a plan of action. So we're going to try to do that for you as fast as possible. I do believe it's better that you guys hold on to the ring than us. Because obviously, while we take this detour to figure out something about it, just in case something happened here at camp, you have a ring that you get your own answers. We have a sketching. We have a plan of action as to where we may want to go and how we might want to do this. Try our best.
Much appreciated. Is there anything you need from us? Supply-wise, we don't have much, but we do have normal odds and ends, potions, healing, anything of that nature. I don't have any crazy magical potions or anything of that nature. The only thing I have is something I won't sell you all, which is just a potion to get out of the fog. It's a hoax. We sell it to travelers. It's the way we make money. And Arl kind of like hits him.
Hey,
And Luvash is like,
everybody's got a hustle.
Luvash just goes, "What? They're helping us. No one's gonna believe them anyways." And Arl's like, "You're not wrong, but yeah, if there's anything basic that you all might need, I can see if we have it."
Any idea why Izek has a weird arm? Have you heard stories? Nothing.
No. Personally, no. And honestly, the Vistani just try to stay out of their business as much as possible. We actually kind of pretend that they don't exist. And to be honest, anybody who keeps that kind of company isn't necessarily approved by Vallaki. If you're going to the library, maybe you could find something in that nature too. I don't even know where to start on somebody like that, but clearly he's an abomination of some sort. I don't mean that in a literal sense, but he's a fucking freak.
I think it may be in our best interest to convince Ireena to come to the library with us. I think that being a family member of another Burgomaster might get us access. And from there, maybe one of us can break off. Maybe something. I don't know. I think we should go to St. Anne.
Did you say that in game or out of game?
I said it right to Zavath, yeah, right in front of everybody.
Okay, that was okay.
Yeah, in game for sure.
Okay, as you start to say that, Arrigal like perks up because you know Ireena
And her brother, both, yeah.
They're here.
It's St. Andrews, yeah.
That's your ticket into the manor. They can get in no problem.
Because they're Burgomaster.
Exactly. You should have just said that from the beginning.
We tend to play our cards close to our chest until we get more comfortable with people. We are more comfortable with you now, so we're saying it now. That's all.
I got you. I should have known if you had communications with Madame Eva. She usually doesn't talk to just anybody. but I didn't want to assume. But that's wonderful. Is everything okay? Are they both okay?
They're both fine.
Good. Are okay. Well,
They're just here for safekeeping. Their father passed, and we escorted them here.
we had heard. From what we understand, the attacks to the east are getting pretty bad.
Yeah.
Strahd seems to be relentless out on that village. Luckily here we don't have too much problem, especially as the Vistani. We don't have any problem at all, but we're good. I'm glad they're safe here. This is definitely a wonderful place, as much as I hate the bastard who runs it. Most of the townsfolk don't agree with the government's opinion.
Okay. Well, we'll go talk to Ireena then and see if we can get in there, and maybe she can request a tour of the library or something.
Sure. I would, just for safety, be careful on who you tell that you associate with us. If the Burgomaster finds out that you're there on our accord, then well.
Well, respectfully, and I hope you don't take offense to this, we're going to pretend we don't know anything about you.
Wonderful. I mean that from a place of care, safety. I don't want to see you all get hurt on our behalfs.
And we don't want anything ratcheted up against you because of our actions either.
Cool. All right. Well, hopefully it doesn't take too long. Are you planning on coming back this evening? It's like afternoon at this point, just so you guys know your timeline.
It'll depend on what we find.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If it's not till tomorrow, it's perfectly fine. I'm sure you all have figured out by now that it can be a little hairy out here at night.
Yeah. We also understand that this situation requires urgency. We aren't overlooking that.
100%, but yeah, we'll leave it at that. You can tell like he wanted to say something else, but like, nope, he just locked it down. Was like, no, we're good. Not in like a shady way. Like he was just gonna make a heartfelt comment that would have been wrong in the moment.
Yeah.
All right. Well, not to waste any more time. I wish you all the best. If you need anything, by all means, please. If for some reason you need urgency and you happen to need to get the message or something to us, or need aid of some sort, look for the Ravens. They can sometimes be around and be a lifesaver.
Okay.
It's okay to trust them.
Okay. I hear there was a sketchy one out on Lake Zarovich in a boat with somebody. I don't know.
So Ruba did come. A fisherman of some sort had a mishap out there. I guess the fog sometimes makes people go crazy out here. From what I know, the Ravens are wonderful.
Yeah, hard to say what happened. I don't know. We saw it from the shore.
I don't know. It's I'm surprised it was a raven and not a bat. It's well known that the bats are spies.
It might have been a bat. I don't know. It was black from where we were standing.
This whole time I'm just just like, this motherfucker is so slick. It's becoming too human. All right.
Becoming too human.
Dude, I almost decided to trip the kid as he was going out, and then when he fell, looking around like, was that one funny? I almost did it.
It would have been funny to me.
It would have been funny to us, yeah. It might have been different in game.
You all are about to walk out. You hear Kasimir off in the distance, frantically yelling, wait, until like he continues to like yell as like he runs. Like you hear the voice outside the tent, like come in, and I just out of breath. Good, I caught you. But he pops in and says, I was, and Argo's like, take a minute. He like takes a deep breath. She goes, I was thinking about possible enemies. And I'm not going to bore you with our history, but Strahd did try to kill us all, and it's because of the Vistani that we still exist. That's I don't know necessarily if that's of any use, but it would at least be one enemy that might be of note. I know that's like saying a murderer might murder, but it's something.
Yeah, Luvash. I just simply asked if there was any entity or group that would have a cause to do this, to influence you one way or another. I'm just curious. Yeah.
And takes a second, like nods. It's very, very possible. Years ago, when Strahd took over after, what's his name? Barov, of course, is Barov. After Barov had passed away, there was a battle that happened, and within that, it's when Strahd was trying to eradicate and take over the entire country. Obviously, the Vistani saved him. Part of that agreement was to take the Dusk Elves under our care as well. And they were not to be harmed. Story's a lot longer than that. We can talk about another time, but that could be something. But why? Why
just
now?
Right. It's just trying to figure out what would be the point.
I don't know. Between him and he kind of thinks for a second, and the werewolves have been picking up again. It doesn't make sense for them to be all the way down here. We haven't seen the werewolves, and he looks over at his brother. 2 or 3 years? Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, probably about 3 years ago. I don't know. I guess it could be either of them or something completely different. I'm not too sure.
Okay, well, that's the last bit of questions. I think we're going to hit the town. So,
best of luck to all of you. And again, we're here if you need us.
we'll be back.
Thank you. And Kasimir kind of steps to the side for you all to go ahead and get out of the tent. And you all can go ahead and make your way.
While we're walking back to town, I would say to everybody, I'm like, isn't it kind of strange how Madame Eva had us sit with her and she gave us all these instructions? And her last bit of note to us was to say, hey, can you get my granddaughter a gift by this day? Even though it's her birthday. I feel like she knew this was going to happen. Instead of just saying, can you save my granddaughter? She gave us a task of getting a gift so that we could find what's happening. And somehow, finding this little girl is going to lead us to our first thing that we need to get.
Maybe. I mean,
it's a little far-fetched, but at this point,
really not.
Correlation doesn't always equal causation, but I understand your point.
Yeah. That's all I would say. I gotta pee again.
Remind me what was up with the spyglass that Jinx got that he's trying to incorporate into his eye. Remind me what that was again.
Well,
Got it from the seer pools.
See in the dark? No.
Talk about that after the game when I can go back through my notes. It's been a month.
It sure has.
So I had to like cram to like obviously I'm throwing a lot of shit at you all tonight, so I had to like cram
Yeah.
today to fucking get
Yeah,
all
yeah,
this
dude,
shit
you're-
ready to go. So
You're good, man.
I'll go back in my notes and like it was something. I remember it was something.
Yeah, it did something. That's why I wanted to incorporate it into my eye, just so I could just
Yeah,
have
yeah,
that
yeah.
ability. But
Oh, you
I've
can
got
see
it in my
around
notes.
corners. That's what it was.
That's what you wanted to do the telescope. Yep.
that's right. Okay, thank you.
There we go.
I
was
could've
like
just asked ChatGPT, I guess.
I don't think it was magical, but you did have a reason to want the fucking
Yeah.
thing. Okay. Sweet.
All right, so back to town. We're actually going to the church to find Ireena. That's what we're gonna go do.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers. All right.
What?
Give me a
What we
second.
do? Oh,
Nothing.
no,
I've just
okay.
I've got like all these story arcs, and I'm like in this one. Now I'm like, all right, hold on. Now we gotta go over to this one real quick, just in case.
I'm not
Ready for
super
it?
worried about investigating the church right now.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
rather
I know.
get Ireena and get out of there, and then we can go back.
I just
if
wanna
we
make
can't
sure I
find what
have-
we need. Yeah.
I just want to make sure I have names of people that are there, so
Yeah.
you all can establish for Chat GBT and everything. That way we can start to build out the church
Yes.
itself.
No, it's Saint
No,
Andrel.
This is
Andrew.
Shit like that.
Andrel, yeah. So Saint Markovia is over in Kresk.
That's right. That's over by where the wine shit's going on.
That's
Okay.
the
Mhm.
west. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
way over there. Yeah.
Okay.
But okay, you guys do make it back to town without issue. As you all approach the gate, you all are met with a familiar guard who you all had an interesting run-in with last time. And as you all begin to approach, you see him, and he almost sees you all before you see him. Like, you all catch each other at the same time. And he just is, like, frantic. You can't hear what he's saying, but, like, he looks over at one of the other guards and just starts doing this. And the one guard starts to give commands for them just to open the gates. As you all approach, the guard just, gentlemen,
Good day.
on in.
March all right on it.
And like as you guys like get closer, he kind of like takes a step back from the gate, like he's just waiting for you all to say some shit.
I wouldn't say anything. I would just stare the fuck out of him. Just
Jinx stares at him to the point where he walks past him. His head over rotates backwards. It's really disconcerting. It just doesn't break eye contact with this dude.
Just walking, just
Yeah,
owl
completely
that
look in
shit.
the wrong direction.
100%. Fucker.
you all get back into the town, no problem. I'll share pictures of the brothers and everything after session. I'll go ahead and bring them over into your all's journal. That way you all have them. But you all are free to go through the city. You all know that it's on the west end of town. Are you all stopping at the inn on the way, or are you all just going straight to the fucking... Okay.
The Vistani camp was on the west side out of that same gate, wasn't it? We'd have to
South.
pass the church to get back to the inn, so I just go to the church.
Oh, wait, yeah, you're right. All right, so you all get back in, no problem. And you come up to this slouching centuries old stone church that has a bulging steeple in the back and the walls lined with cracks. Stained glass windows depicting saints of some sort. Obviously, a fence of wrought iron encloses a garden of gravestones next to the church, and a thin mist creeps along the graves. I take it you guys are going in.
Yep.
All right. So there's no map for the church.
That's fine.
For now. I have a battle map if we ever need it, but I didn't upload it. I didn't expect you all to come to the church tonight. But you all walk in. It's a pretty standard church. It's very old. It's like compare it to when like we walk into an old cathedral, right? It's that same sense of fucking nostalgia. It's very grand, but also primitive, right? There's a few people sitting in the pews doing their praying and all of that. And there is a what appears to be an altar boy of some sort up at the front next to a stone slab, which you would expect to be some sort of like a desk or podium of some sort. You look around, you don't see any familiar faces. Ireena isn't anywhere to be found, and neither is her brother.
As we're walking up the aisle here between pews, Jinx leans over to Zvav and asks, "Why do people pray to gods?" I mean, sure, they listen to you, but they don't listen to them.
How loud do you say this?
Louder than I probably should.
Okay, because it's pretty quiet in here. Okay,
Yeah. I mean, I'm attempting a whisper. I'm just really not good at it.
I get it. You're like my mom. Her whispers just a fucking quiet scream.
And just as a response, because sometimes it's better to believe in something than nothing.
That does not logically make sense, but I'll take your word for it.
I kind of smirk at him, and I'm like, I know, buddy. I know.
I guess
same time, though.
Altar boy, right?
At the same time, though, like my little amulet will light up a little bit, and I'm like, well, just well.
I was like, bold move, sir.
Yeah. I know what I'm doing. I got it.
No, I get it. No, that's fine. As this happens, like, Zavath, you look around and like a couple of these people that are just sitting in the pews, like, as Jinx says this, just like, kind of like side eye and like shake their heads and like go back.
Oh yes,
that's a reaction I've gotten from so many people.
Same. No, that's fine. As you all walk up to the gentleman, hold on, what's his fucking? Give me a second.
Father something, because
no. Like, this is a boy. This is a boy. This isn't.
Oh. I'm first gonna ask him if he's okay.
So.
I'm just saying, bro.
As you all begin to walk up the aisle, this boy, he's like in his teens, white skin, human, black shoulder length hair, looks up, kind of anticipating your all's approach. Blessed by the light, what can I do you for?
Bless you and the light.
He looks.
That's so good. I wasn't ready.
I had to stop Artie from making a comment. And remember, I'm supposed to care about religion in this moment.
Yeah. This is the
but,
character that says no.
Yeah. He just kind of looks a little confused at Jinx. Says, what can I do you for?
We're looking for brother and sister, Ismark and Ireena. We believe they were here.
They were, in fact, here. I believe they left a little while ago. Said they were going back to the inn. Hold on 1 second. And he scurries off. Goes into a side room. This church is set up a lot like the church in Barovia. Like, there's a lot of similarities on how same God, same everything, right? Like these churches. It's almost like the Barovian church tried to mimic St. Andrew's.
Okay.
Right. And I say it that way very specific for this reason, right? Like there's a reason for it. You all just haven't started the history of St. Andrew's, so. But he goes in one of the side rooms and comes back out with this elder gentleman. Bald, old white guy. Steps up and says, what can I do you for? My name's Father Lucian Petrovich. You want me to spell it?
Nope.
That's a pretty straightforward name.
Lucian Petrovich.
Mm-hmm.
Says, my assistant Milovaj.
That one does.
Milivoj. Milovaj. Said you were inquiring about Ireena and Ismark. You all must be the ones they traveled here with. And
Yes.
heard a little bit about you.
Yes.
Well, first and foremost, welcome to St. Andrew's, the oldest church in the land, and the church that truly keeps this city protected. What can I be of service of?
We're just looking for Ireena and her brother. We wanted to talk to them about a few things.
Okay. They said that they were going to go try to find you all at the inn. They said you all had a couple of things to take care of while we were getting them situated here. So you're more than welcome to stay here and wait for them, or go look for them. If they return, I'll simply just tell them to meet you back at the inn.
Okay. I do have a question for you, Father.
Yep.
In this land, are there many different sects of religion or cults?
Sect, S-E-C-T.
I got it. I was waiting for him to continue before I was like, what?
Yeah, I saw the face. I'm like,
Are there any other religious factions or potential cults? People who believe in something that's a little bit outlandish.
I much like everywhere else in the world, there are different religions. Around here, though, there really are only two primary. You have the Morning Lord and the Night Mother. Those of us who follow the lightened path, the path of righteousness, fall under the Morning Lord. Those who seek solution through other means tend to lead down the darker path. If you catch my drift. And like as he's talking about this, he kind of keeps looking up just to make sure like nobody's like eavesdropping on you all. Like he's very uneasy talking about the Night Mother within this house.
Okay.
Other than that, most of the time it's travelers like yourself. I've met those who follow Sylvanas. I've met those who follow Torm. A lot of those Faerunian gods I'm familiar with, but they don't necessarily seem to have a touch of influence around here. I'm not too sure why. I have my inklings ever since certain things happened ages ago. It seems that there are only a few deity that can influence this particular land.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time, and I think we're gonna head out to the inn to meet up with Ireena and her brother.
Before you go, you mind if I ask you a question?
Sure.
Who do you follow?
He follows me sometimes, but sometimes he follows Torin. And then sometimes Gravin takes the lead. Usually Zavath leads us, though.
He, Father Lucian kind of chuckles. And he goes, I don't mean physically, I mean spiritually. But,
the prayer thing.
I see what you did there, and that was clever. I like that.
I
where I
wasn't
come,
being clever, I was just being literal.
There it is. Oh my god.
right? That's all he says. All right. And like just looks back at Savath.
I have a feeling it's someone that's not here.
So
Well, I figured
Since
as
we're
much.
not from you.
I figured. I just I like to learn of the other deity of the world.
Salute.
Lovely. I've heard many of good things about her.
Well, I hope to come back and learn many things about the Morning Lord.
You would be surprised. There's actually quite a few similarities between the two.
Interesting. Well,
But I won't keep you any longer. You all clearly have business to attend to. If you feel free, I'm always here to talk to, confide in if you need advice. I hope to see you all at the festival in a few days. We have a wonderful sermon planned. It's nothing extreme. It's here we like to focus on bringing the light into our lives. It's not very preachy. It's more about loving those around us and treating everybody with respect. We'd love for you to be a part of it, but if not, no worries. As he says, no worries, you all detect like a worried quiver in his voice that he tries to like choke back.
insight check.
It's not even okay. Go for it. Roll.
Yeah, it's just for the hell of it. Yeah, it's like 25 or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's like a 13 for me, I think.
You can tell that he's genuine,
Right.
but there is something that he is worried. You all get the idea that he is worried about something if you guys aren't around. But he doesn't. He essentially, as soon as he starts to panic, he chokes it up. Right? Does that make sense? You get what I'm saying? Like he has like that, like, yeah, go about your business. Like, hope to see you there. Like,
As if you're not there, there's going to be problems
well, like,
because they're going to expect you to be there.
I guess essentially, you could also take it as he has something to talk to you that he wants to talk to you all about, but he doesn't want to intrude. Right? That's, if that makes sense. That's what I'm trying to, like, not to, like, I don't want to table you all into talking to him more, but he has like that, like, you all would get like there's a problem, something's wrong here, but he's just trying to like do what he does, which is get you all out the door because that's what you all need to do.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, after that, I would just look at him and I'd be like, time to go.
Right as everyone turns to leave, Jinx would look at him and ask, "Do you know Father Donovich in Barovia?"
I do. He's a wonderful man.
If you're out that way, he could probably use a visitor.
Everything all right?
He lost his son.
Immediately, he grips the medallion around his neck that you all also have one of, and just says, "By the Lord's light, I'll at least send a message out to him. I can't leave right now this close to the festival, but Jesus, and he stops. See, and he just looks at you all and says, 2 days. I'll see you in 2 days."
Okay.
Yeah, like, okay.
So in 2 days is the festival.
Festival.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but just the weight, the brevity. It's just, that's kind of heavy, bro, the way you said that shit. Like, what you mean, dog?
As you all turn to leave, he does that weird, like, he wants to speak up, but then tries to pull back. And just as you have time before then, please come back. Please come back.
How about you guys go find Ireena and meet me back here outside the church? Torin and I are hang back and talk to the father here.
And he's like sweating bullets now. Like, like visibly, he is fucking like losing. Like he's losing it internally.
Okay.
I'll let you know what we talk about.
Yep. And I'll look at the father and symbolically touching my own and saying the light. And I'll walk up.
He gives the blessing back, and you all are you're good to go.
Jinx immediately walks over to the room he saw the father come out of and just walks into it.
Take it, grabbing. You going with him?
Yeah.
Okay. You'll walk in, and Father briefly stops before he comes in and looks back at his altar boy and just makes sure that it'll only be a couple minutes. If anybody needs anything, and they have that kind of handoff. Behind closed doors, he closes the door, and you kind of watch as he goes through a roller coaster of emotions. You see relief. I see a Roy Rogers bag.
Yeah.
I'm jealous, but he goes through relief. He goes through fear. He's all over the place, and he says, "I'm terribly sorry, and I know you all have so much going on, and I didn't want to bug you, but I need to explain the significance of this church. The entire village is in danger. And it's on me, and I don't know what to do. And I need help. And he just like sits there like spiraling. Just uttering fucking nonsense. He goes, I don't know where they are. They randomly went missing. They never go missing, but without them, we don't have protection. I don't know what to do. I don't know who would have stole them. I don't even know how to bring this up to anybody. I He stops, and he does one of these. Do you know the story of St. Andrew?
Can't say that I do.
Photo reference.
Okay. Like your
It's
dad
the-
with a beard.
Yeah, literally. Right. Give me a second. I'll break down the whole story another time because he would be frantic right now.
I heard that St. Andrew's was a place of safety. Judging by your ramblings just now, I'm assuming that source of safety has been taken.
Yes. So quickly to go into it, and this will only take me like 2 minutes to read. So he goes into, I found it finally. He starts to explain that though St. Andrew did help House von Zarevich ascend to power, St. Andrew ironically remained a fierce and powerful foe of the undead for all of his life. As most high priest of the Morning Lord's Church, Andrew directed fierce crusades against the undead that lurked in the dark places of King Barav's kingdom, rooting them out wherever they could be found. So great was his hatred of underneath that, in his final hours of life, St. Andrew vowed that his resting place would forever be a sanctuary from the forces of darkness. Since then, his bones have been interred in the crypt. Interred in the crypt beneath Vallaki's church. Its priests performing an annual ritual at dawn each year of his holy day, which is the day that's coming up, right? The day of St. Andrew's feast.
Yeah.
So long as the rite is completed, the church remains completely hallowed ground for an additional year. When Strahd awoke from his recent hibernation, let's see, hold on. You don't get that. Hold on. You don't get any of that. Essentially, that's all I'm going to give you right now because I'm not going to go through that, and I don't want to give you all information you're not supposed to have. Essentially, though, he was the Holy Crusader that fought against Strahd as Strahd came to be the power. Mm-hmm. And that's the bones. And as long as they do this feast every year, the bones keep all of Vallaki as sacred ground, which is why the city cannot be attacked.
And the bones were taken.
Bones were stolen 3 nights ago.
Any leads? Any information at all?
So for right now, he frantically just shakes his head no. That's why I debated even saying anything right this second. There's not that many people that even know the bones exist beneath the church, but also there's only a few of us that have access to them. I'm currently trying to gather information, but of course time is of the essence. I'm not necessarily sure what would happen if we don't have them in the church for the feast, but clearly I don't want to test this.
Yeah, better safe than sorry. Can we go down and look around the area?
Certainly. He said, if you wouldn't mind though, I don't want to draw attention, and the actual entrance is out in the main chapel. If possible, would you mind coming back tonight after dark, when there's not as many eyes around, and you can have full access to it, to the crypt. It's not a big deal.
I can get something down there and look around without you having to open the door, I would imagine.
You have something that's smaller than this.
Oh, well,
It's
probably not
a
that small, no.
it's a pool latch.
Is there a gap under the door?
Not that I necessarily can recall. I haven't ever seen a gap from down there. It's literally just a think Evil Dead style, right? Where they just pull the fucking the wood flap up.
That like in the floor. I thought it was in the wall. Okay.
No.
Okay,
No.
never mind then. Yeah, I was gonna do the spider find familiar thing.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, I don't know if I can do this for you.
Okay. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we can certainly try to come back tonight. I don't really know what the rest of our day is going to look like. I will make every attempt to do so, but we may be indisposed potentially.
Please find and please, if nothing, just nobody knows the bones are missing. Just don't say anything to anybody, please.
I have to share with my group, but aside from that, that's fine.
You all are here with Ismark and Ireena. I don't mind that. I just don't want the rumors getting around.
Yeah, of course.
But, I would greatly appreciate the help on this matter. Worst case, we continue on with the ceremony as if the bones are still here, and we try to figure it out on the back end. But I would really feel better if we were able to secure those before the festival. But
of course, we can do whatever we can to help you. And he reaches up and kind of pats him on the shoulder, and he says, "Fake it till you make it, right?" And just long stares at this guy's face.
And he just like looks at you and just, by the morning lord's light.
Mm-hmm.
He's like visibly awkward, like, Gravin, you can see this. Like, he's like, I don't want to talk to this thing anymore. Like, and it's not even from like a hateful standpoint. It's just like we clearly don't see eye to eye on religion,
Yeah.
and that's very
and
important.
I'm uncomfortable by this.
Yeah. And so he says, I live here. If you guys need to come by any time of day, I'm here.
Okay.
The front door's always open. You're more than welcome to come in.
Okay. I will let the group know, and if we're able to, we will be back tonight after sundown.
Thank you. And sorry.
What are you sorry for?
Bringing more things upon you that isn't quite your responsibility.
If I wasn't willing to do it, I would have said no.
He nods. And opens the door for you guys to go on about your biz.
Yeah, without any additional words or anything, Jinx is out the door.
Okay. Right. Maybe.
Yeah. I think Gravin was actually with Zavath.
Yeah, I was. Torn.
Okay.
Although we can change that up to be whatever. It doesn't matter to me.
No, actually, that makes more sense because Torin would have stayed.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's. I keep forgetting that he's not here right now.
Okay.
But okay. While all that's going on, you two make your way back to the inn.
Making our way.
It's like 4:35 at this point, getting to be evening time. The bar room itself is hustling and bustling. Did I ever pull you all into the actual inn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, walk in, it's a lively crowd. Your bar regulars are all there. Rictavio is up by the fireplace, playing his lute and telling outrageous tales. As you
I
walk
don't
in,
trust that guy.
as you walk
Still
in,
don't trust that guy.
he's telling a triumphant tale of a halfling, and we'll leave it at that. He was on a boat and was telling outrageous stories to a group of individuals who were set off to face this thing called the Death Curse, and the entire room is just locked in to this story. As you all walk in, you hear something about a giant sea turtle dragon, and you all kind of scoff at the concept of that, and he keeps going. You all kind of ignore him. As you look over at the bar, Ismark and Ireena are both sitting there talking to Umar? I don't remember the bar keeps names.
Umar, yeah.
Yeah, Umar. Ooh, my memory's going to get there, boys.
Got you, buddy.
No, just sitting there talking to him and his wife, who are behind the bar. There are
Irwin.
There it is. There are seats right next to them if you guys want to go up and hop a squat, or what are y'all doing?
I would probably sit next to Mark, whatever his name is.
Ismark.
Yeah, and just say, hey, I have a request of you two.
Hello. Have you been enjoying your time here in the Vallaki? I
Hello.
haven't seen you all day. He's drunk.
Well,
Hell yeah.
I'm just sitting here going, not so much.
Let you meet unlikely people who are mean to you. Who do I need to kick ass?
Cup of water. That's what you need to kick ass with. Okay.
He grabs his stein and just is like, it started as water, and then boom.
Counts.
I'd like lean forward to look at Ireena. I'm like, are you partaking as much as he is?
She just looks and she says, no, I don't drink myself. I end up being.
Side. I literally just like, I'm not doing this. I'm going to the other side.
As you do, Ismark's just like, oh, okay, I'm not good enough. Okay, yes, everybody wants to sit next to Ireena. Look at me, I got pretty red hair. Ugh, whatever. So I'm gonna go talk to my buddies, and he goes over and talks to. You all see there's a table of a couple of those trappers you all talked to the night before. And he just goes over there and sits down. And he's like, "Hello, my fellow travelers and trappers, not travelers. They're the travelers." And both these dudes are just staring at him like, "The fuck?"
I'm like, I'll make this quick, Ireena, so that we can save your brother. And at that moment, I kind of do like a hushed tone. Like, do you remember why we came here for our mutual friend from another camp?
Yeah. Did you get the doll?
Yeah, but
Did she like it?
she's missing.
She just stares at you.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah. When we got there, essentially, she was.
She does this. And I can't remember Erwin's fucking wife's name. But
Hot bar lady.
Yeah, looks at her and says that. Would you mind if we stepped in the back real quick? Oh, no worries, hon. Go ahead. Right behind the bar into the kitchen area.
Yeah. I'm like, look. We walked to the camp. We walked to the main camp to talk to Luvash so that we could find his daughter and give her the gift. When we walked in there, they were yelling at this younger kid, teenager probably, that was supposed to be watching her. He apparently got drunk. She disappeared. They found a body of a head, like a headless body that apparently looks like another person that's in the camp, but that person's alive. And then we found a symbol. They found a ring that had a symbol on it. Nobody knows what it is. We were told by Luvash that there's a chance that inside the Burgomaster here, in his personal library, we might be able to find something that would tell us what this is. So, why am I talking to you about this? Could you get us in there?
As you are like telling this, you're like, could you get us in here? From outside, you hear Ismark be like, "Oh yes, they went into the back. Ooh woo do do do," and everyone's just like, "Oh, yes, he will not get Ireena," and they all just, everyone's all laughing. Raven, you're just sitting there like, what the fuck? It's like just drunken fucking retards.
Yeah.
I would have got up
She's
and walked
like,
back there. I'm like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this.
I'm not staying here by myself.
As Graven comes to the back, you just hear Ismark again. Just be like, "Oh, she's having a good time tonight. Yes." And everyone again just starts this. No, I'm just kidding.
As I walk through the doorway, my shadow just stays right there and just kind of turns, gives him a thumbs up, and then fades in.
Oh, it's a foursome. But she looks at as Raven comes back and everything. She's like, "I'm sure we can get you in there." He might ask why, but yeah, we should be able to get you in there. His house is essentially like a government building, much like ours. If you have reason for being there, it's not a big deal. Worst case, you might have to strike a deal with him. Every government official is able to be persuaded. Tit for tat, if you will. That shouldn't be a problem at all. When are you trying to do this?
As soon as possible. She's been missing for 2 days.
Lord. Did you think his library might hold some sort of an answer?
There was a hope in Luvash's voice. That's all we got.
What about Kasimir?
Kasimir could not figure this thing out.
Eyes kind of widen. But he's not too happy. He always knows what to do. Okay. We can go. He's not coming with us, obviously.
No.
Okay. He'll be fine. He'll sit here and drink the rest of the night away, and he'll be fine till morn.
I would like to get our companions that are still at the church because we thought you guys were there. So
I was about to ask where everybody else was. I take it you met Father Lucian then.
yes,
How was he?
nervous.
I got the same feeling from him yesterday. Hope all's okay. That's perfectly fine. Do you want to go get them? I'll wait here and tell my brother that we're gonna step out for a little bit. I'll leave it at that. And okay, I'll meet you all here.
Okay.
All right.
Yes. We're making short work of that. This is game time.
Okay. As all this is happening, I would say you all only have to walk probably like 2 blocks down the street before you see Jinx and
Torin.
Torin coming back. Meet up
Bob.
with you all. Yeah, Bob. You all want to pause here, or do you want to keep going?
I think it would be better if we did pause here, just so that Connor could be here for the juicy bits, because I feel like this might turn into something.
Yeah, we probably want him here for that, just in case.
Yeah, this is you guys are definitely at that point. Yeah.
Yeah. I felt it just from the priest conversation to her reaction that what's his name couldn't figure shit out. So I'm like, getting a wizard's input might be a lot.
Yep. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for the recording, as always, thank you for playing my stupid game.